What is your place in the world? How much after what do you know? From North America to South America? From Europe to Asia, to the Middle East? From Africa to Australia? How much do you know about the daily lifestyle of the people around the world? What is the social norms? And one-step cultural perspective? Do you think everyone in a war behave the same as the people around you? Ethnocentrism is to believe that one's cultural group is centrally more important and superior to others, whether it's got to do with food, religion, politics, or any custom or rituals or anything else. When we as human beings just someone from the position of our own cultural and social norms, we are becoming more ethnocentric as ethnocentric people. They tend to use their own cultural norms to make generation about other people's cultural and custom. An important fact to understand about ethnocentrism is that ethnocentrism can lead to cultural interpretation, and it's often misrepresent and change how we communicate with each other like everyone else. I would also add fall would be an ethnocentric. In the past there was a period of time where I generalize and make judgment about others based on how I see the world and not put myself in their shoes. For example, please think about this for a minute. As Filipino, we often talk about British drivers driving on the wrong side of road. Why not just say opposite side? Now even left-hand side instead of saying on the wrong side. When we talk about reading, Hebrew or Arabic, as reading backward. Why not just say from right to left, or in the opposite direction of English? We also consider certain types on as barbaric or primitive. But, are they really so? The problem is that we do not put ourselves in other people's shoes and obtain, as we should, and therefore our perception of how we think about the world and others people who are different than us might be biased in our favor, or ethnocentric views are not necessarily intended. They have led to major human disaster droughts history, causing bullying, discrimination, intolerance, war, genocide, and etc. One of the controversial topics in American history is about slavery, and the segregation of black and white before the 21st century. Irreducibly was abolished. Many Americans back then are very ethnocentric about the opponent of white culture and view blacks and minorities as being inferior to them. This lack of understanding between different cultures and ideologies caused many outcried debates and tensions between different groups of people. Looking back during a circulation area, and still in today, there are many ethnocentric who forget that there are other cultures and viewpoints beside their own, and develop our stereotypes or cynical generation about other, eventually developing the mindset up, us versus the mentality. So is there anything that we can do to better ourselves? And reduce ethnocentric view? Yes, there is. Many people have rallies, support for the cultural relativism movement of principle that a person's beliefs and activities should be understood, and make sense intimacies, or her own cultural, and not from the outsider perspective. And so, it is important to put yourself in the other person's shoes, to understand how the person sees and interact with the world. This concept means that due to human diversity across the world, it is logical sound to have that force in different environments in which different groups live and interact with each other. Therefore, everything is relative to each other and at some level. It is important to understand that on certain level, nothing is absolutely right or absolutely wrong either. For example, some cultures do not eat pork due to their religion, or some other cultures a file import. Whether an action is right or wrong depends on the moral norms of the society in which it is practiced. The same action might be morally right in one society, but be morally wrong in another. Think about it. Female beauty and arts. In your opinion, are they culturally universal? Why? Or why not? Cultural relativism is important in providing objective insight into other cultures. It promotes cross-cultural empathy, understanding and collaboration with emphasis on similarities among human cultures. Cultural awareness and accepted as an important step toward a better, and a peaceful world. What are your thoughts on cultural perception and generalization? Come inside to find out more. Learn better. Aim higher. Don't forget to subscribe, like, click the bell button and share. Thank you.